to Birch Creative order. This is where I get my lining fabrics, which is beautiful pink cotton fabric here. I also got a bunch of overlocking threads. Again, I use this for all of my products. I love having pink stitching for all of my products, so I got a bunch of those. And then we got some quilters clips, and the thing with ordering from Birch is you have to order like a minimum amount. So this was the minimum amount of clips you could get, which is a ton, but that's not a bad problem. Now I just have a million quilters clips and I'm never gonna have to buy more ever again. I'm just getting all of my fabrics out because we are about to have a big fabric cutting and quilting day. I am currently working on a restock for my small business, Cozy Studios Co. It has been actually quite a few months since I have launched my first sewing collection, and I'm only just now getting to a restock just because life happened. We moved house, I went on holiday, and now I finally have time to work on this restock, which I'm excited about. So I kind of like doing it in different kind of like sections. So I'll have one full day, which is today, where I will batch cut all the fabrics that I need and for the products that I'm planning to sew in the next coming days. And then I will, if I have time today, get onto quilting all of those. And then the step after that will be actually assembling all of the products. So I just like having it in kind of that production line. It makes most sense to me and it's just the most efficient way. This will also be the first kind of restock launch that I do sewing on my brand new industrial sewing machine. I only recently got her, but she is just the love of my life and just gonna be such a power horse in helping me sew all the products for my small business. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be so good. So yeah, that is the focus of this week, which is working on the restock for my small business. So if you've ever wondered what I guess a week in the life of a sewist slash small business owner is, then I hope you enjoy this video. I guess the part that you don't really see when it comes to restocking stuff is there's a lot of maths and planning involved, which is not particularly the fun part for me. I've had to gather all of my materials for everything because it's obviously not just the fabric that I use, it's the kind of custom labels that I have, the amount of zips that I have, just all the different things that come together to make each of my products. But I've written a list out here of all the things that I'm hoping to make for this restock. We're restocking obviously the things that I launched with in my first sewing collection, but then there are also a few kind of new products that I want to bring out as well in this restock, or at least in the near future. So I want to get them all cut out anyway. So I've written them all here, and then I've had to go through and kind of figure out, okay, what products actually need zips and what products need certain things. And yeah, now we've got all the planning done, I think I'm finally ready to cut some fabric. I don't even remember when I did this, but I actually did cut a bunch of fabric. Like here, there's a bunch of fabric already cut, so I've just had to sort all those out as well because they weren't very well organized. But now that I kind of know how much of each product I want to make and like the certain amount of products I want to make in each fabric, I think now I can start cutting the fabric. This just wasn't a really fun process for me to like film and show you guys, but it obviously is part of the process of, you know, small business things. So yeah, I have a headache now. It is now 6 p.m. and we have finished with all of the cutting. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how long this took. I started at 10:45 this morning and it is 6 p.m. and I've just finished. Oh my god. I think I've cut enough to make over 150 products, which is insane. I'm going to be set for such a long time. This was just such a process. It involves obviously cutting the fabrics, cutting the lining, and then also cutting the like wadding for all the products. And so it's a lot. It's a lot of cutting and prepping. I feel like sewing is a lot of prepping. Like there's a lot of prep work that you have to do before you actually even get to go to the sewing machine. So as you can see today, all I did was this. I haven't even touched my sewing machine, but hopefully it means tomorrow I can start quilting. I feel like I'm just like done for the day, you know. I'm so happy that we got all this done. Usually this would take me like a week to do. I feel like we've got a good process down, and so I was able to do this a bit more efficiently, and I'm just like so happy that it's all done now, so yay. So today is the quilting day. We are going to be working through all of the things that I prepared yesterday. I did have a start this morning, but we hit a bit of a snag because basically my bobbin just kept like jumping out of the machine, which is just so weird because it's never done that before. So I've had to go to the sewing shop. They fixed the problem. Basically they had provided me like some of the wrong like bobbins, but we have the correct ones now. I've winded them all up, so we're ready to go. That is my like biggest tip with quilting. Especially if you're like batch quilting like I am, make sure you have just a ton of bobbins ready, because it is the worst thing in the world when you're like on a roll with quilting and then you just run out of bobbins and it's a mess. Anyway, I've also picked up these snazzy microphones, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully you enjoy this. I just feel like so cool when I talk into a microphone, so hopefully the audio is amazing. I did like so much research on microphones, so I'm very excited to have this right now. But anyway, we are gonna just put on an audiobook. I've recently, as of yesterday, just started a new one. It's called How to Kill Your Family. If my family's watching this, don't read too much into this, but it's a really good book so far. I'm on chapter 7 already, so that's the plan literally for the rest of the day, is just to quilt everything. And the thing is, I cut out over 150 products to quilt, but that doesn't mean I only have 150 things to quilt. It means like, you know, with a laptop case, it means I have like the 2 sides to quilt. So many things that I need to quilt. So we're going to slowly work through my pile. I have everything lined up on my table, so it's all ready for me to get going. Yeah. I just wanted to chat to you and use my new microphone. So I'm going to put on my audiobook and get quilting. I've been sitting in the same spot for 5 hours now and I need a break. I'm so tired and I'm so hungry, and I'm not even done. Like, I'm probably about halfway done, which is not too bad, but I am so tired. You could probably tell I'm like barely able to hold up this microphone, this tiny ass microphone. I'm just so tired. But let me show you what I was able to get done. We've got this stack right here. This is going to be mini pencil cases. We have about 30 of these ones. These tiny ones are going to be little like pouch wristlet type things. And there's about 40 pieces here. We also have 20 book sleeves, which means there's about 40 pieces here, because obviously the front and the back. And also I'm putting little pockets on the book sleeves, so that is all sewn as well. And finally we have the laptop cases, which I started this morning. There are about 6 of these ones, so 12 pieces. And that is everything I have quilted today. I may or may not come back to this tonight, but for now I need to go eat something. I need to lie down for a bit. We do still have about 3 more products that need to be quilted, and then also scrunchies. So we still have about 3 more products that need to be quilted. All have about 20 of them each as well. So Still a lot of quilting to do. I feel like, yeah, I'll either come back later tonight or it'll have to be another day. But this process honestly takes so long. I'm excited to see it all come together. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat something now. It's the next day. I finished this knitting project and I blocked it last night and I am obsessed. The fit is absolutely perfect. I even fixed like this sleeve part. So good. If you saw in my last vlog, I talked to you a bit about this, but the only thing that I think needed improvements was this neckline. I did like a fold over kind of neckline, and I definitely think I picked up too many stitches when I was doing it. So now it kind of is very big, but I think I could like actually roll it down. Actually, that's cute. Maybe one day I will like undo it and redo the neckline, but for now I am really happy with it. I think this yarn worked up so beautifully. It's just so beautiful, all the colors in it. I'm absolutely obsessed. It's also way too hot to be wearing this today, but you know when you finish like a knit or crochet project, you just have to wear it straight away. That's the vibe. But anyway, I'm really happy I got this done because it's the start of spring now, and I'm just happy I was able to get in one more knitted jumper before it got too hot. I'm seeing just like everyone in like the northern hemisphere, obviously you guys are entering into like autumn, so everyone's getting like super cozy. We here in Australia are going into spring, so it's getting pretty hot, which I'm really excited. I'm loving the spring weather. It makes me so happy, but I'm getting jealous of all the cozy autumn vibes. I mean, we can still get cozy and we are still going to be knitting and doing all that anyway. It's just going to be really hot. But I'm taking a little break from small business stuff today just because the last 2 days were pretty intense and I don't want to burn myself out with it. But today I'm in the mood for crocheting. I actually have been wanting to film this for such a long time, but I'm going to be filming a how much can I crochet in 24 hours video. So that video will be coming out soon because in all my time of crocheting, I've never actually like challenged myself to do this, and there's a bunch of like granny square projects that I really want to do, and so I figured I would just sit down and just like make as many granny squares as I can in 24 hours and hopefully have enough to make those projects. So that's what we're going to do today and probably for a bit of tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to see the results of that, definitely check out that video. But yeah, today is just going to be a cozy little crochet day because I feel like I need it. I feel like my sewing machine needs a little bit of a break after yesterday, and I need a bit of a mental break too. It was a lot. I'm going to sit on the couch, make some breakfast, do this crochet, and yeah, just have a chill all day. Don't mind my appearance. I've just come back from Pilates and I also went to the library. I went and signed up and got myself a library card, which I haven't had for years. And I know this is not a revolutionary thing, but I feel like the library used to be my favorite place when I was a little kid, and it's been years since I've been there. It's been years since I've borrowed a book. I've been all into like audiobooks or reading on my Kindle, and I just had a big urge recently to just go to the library and get some books. So that's exactly what I did. I feel like I've wanted to stop like buying and owning so many of my own books because I don't ever like reread books and they just like sit on my shelf and I don't ever really look back at them. But I obviously still want to read a lot of books, and I just feel like going to the library was a perfect little activity. So let me show you the books that I did pick up. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks like whilst I've been sewing or knitting or crocheting or whatever, but I want to just have just like dedicated reading, not screen time, you know. So these are the books that I'm going to be reading over the next 3 weeks, hopefully. The first one is this one called We Play Ourselves by Jen Silverman. And I picked this one up because it just sounded really interesting. It's about a girl named Cass, which is my name, so I just thought that was perfect. It's about this playwright, and she basically wins a really prestigious award, but then something happens and basically her whole career and life comes tumbling down. And it says she's forced to question who she is without the thing that has always defined her art. I just thought it sounded really interesting, and yeah. We've also got Charlotte Illes is Not a Detective by Katie Siegel. I love a good like crime, murder, mystery, detective kind of book, so this one just sounded really good. And she basically just is going through one more like case, I guess, and it says the detective skills she was so eager to forget might be the only thing that can stop a killer, one who is ready to make sure her next retirement is permanent. So again, sounded really interesting. The last one is She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinakai and Naruki Nagakawa. It is a Japanese bestseller, and how could I resist this cover? Like, it just looks really cute. I'm obsessed with like Japanese Korean author kind of books, so I thought I would pick this one up. It just says She and Her Cat explores the gentle magic of the everyday, populated by both the friendly and the feral, with heart-stopping wisdom and warmth, how even in our darkest moments community and connection may lead us to a happier place. It just seems like a really feel-good kind of read, and I just love books like this. So those were my 3 picks from the library. It felt really nice to just like walk through the library and just see what was kind of there, what was available. I'm really excited to kind of just keep going back to the library, keep reading, and I'm now going to go and make some breakfast, probably read some of my book on the balcony whilst making my breakfast. Again, it's such a beautiful day, so that just sounds like the perfect activity. And then I've got a full day of editing ahead of me, so I feel like it's good to just like get outside first before I'm just going to be huddled inside sitting at my desk like looking at a computer screen all day. So that is my day. I also finished filming yesterday the how much can I crochet in 24 hours video, where I made just like a whole bunch of granny squares. So if you want to see how many I ended up being able to make, you can wait for that video. That might already be up, but I need to go and block all those today just so they're ready for me to actually make them into projects. I have a whole bunch of ideas that I want to make them into, but they just need to be blocked so they're all prepped and ready for me to make things out of. So that is my day today. Good morning. I am getting ready right now. I've got my makeup bag here, and we are going to be having a full day of content creation, which is always fun. I like to kind of break up the days of my week just so I'm not like fully bogged down in one task, and I can kind of have a bit of a break from each thing so I don't get burnt out. And it seems to be working. So yeah, today is all about content creation. I'm going to be filming some YouTube videos. Yeah, just quite a bit of filming today. I also have some other videos to edit for some clients, so it's a busy day. Yesterday I had a really productive day as well. I finished quilting every single thing for Cozy. So everything is all quilted and ready for me to sew into products. So that's my plan for tomorrow, is to start sewing everything and actually getting everything assembled, which is probably my favorite part. So I was really happy yesterday to finish all that. I literally just was like so in the zone, put in my audiobook and just was like sewing for about 4 or 5 hours straight. So it's been a while on here since I've talked about makeup favorites, but the palette I'm using right now is this. It's from Makeup Forever, and it is their HD Skin Face Essentials palette, and this is what it looks like. I've literally just used all of these to do my whole face. I used these shades to do my foundation. I've got bronzer, blush, and it's even got a highlighter, and I love it. I feel like this camera isn't the best at showing you the full effects, but I am like a cream product girly, and so this palette is perfect for me to just like do my whole face. I'm going to be bringing this traveling with me when we go to Japan in January, so really loving it. Anyway, I'm going to finish doing my makeup, listen to my audiobook whilst I do that, and just chill before I have my full day of filming.